Well, hello folks, here we are with this week's Waratah-Wynyard Mayor's message. A little bit dry today, but I've been on a bit of medication and my eyes are kind of a bit gory, but I'll come good as the day goes by. I've got the pleasure of the company of our local pastor, new addition to our community, Pastor Owen Muscat. Owen is with the Baptist Church and he's proved to be a real live wire in the recent time that he's been here. How long have you been on deck, Owen?
Dawn and I have been in Wynyard now for about 9 weeks.
Have you really? Yeah, and you've fitted in really well. I received an invite to an only men's breakfast recently at the yacht club, and that's when I met you. And along with a lot of other friends of mine in the community, and look, you just appeared to be part of the group, you know.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to get together just as a bunch of blokes. It's good to get, just have some breakfast together and the opportunity to have a chat and watch the footy and other bits and pieces. It was good. Yeah, it was a good morning.
Often when fellas get together like that, it's an opportunity to relax a little bit and talk about things that you probably wouldn't. Not that they're not talkable, but it tends to us men let our guard down a bit when we're all together, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's about making opportunities to to share life together and work through the issues that us blokes do have and to be able to talk about that as fellas. It's just good to be able to make the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Well, I was leaving the council chambers the other day, and just before that event, and Bevan Newman, a local citizen, went by and he pulled up, reversed back, and he said, "Robbie, you've got to come Saturday morning, 7 o'clock at the yacht club, men's breakfast." I said, "Oh yeah, Jiminy, Saturday morning that early. I'll see how I go." But I did turn up, and I enjoyed it immensely, and I was surprised at the amount of men that were there. And as you and I spoke, we between us, we arrived at an idea that it'd be a good opportunity at one of these breakfasts to have a men's health sort of session. Yeah,
we're going to do that on the 12th of July and just an open invitation for fellas to come along and enjoy some eggs and bacon and whatever, but we will be talking about men's health issues and of course prostate cancer is a big part of that, and there are plenty of guys in the community that have been through that, and the tests are all a bit frightening whatever, but we need to be on top of that and make sure that we have those tests, because for us it can certainly have a major impact on our lives if we don't have those tests and don't know all about that particular issue.
I think those fellas have got to become a little bit braver in relation to going to a doctor.
Well, when we go to the doctor, we'll walk into the doctors and we'll talk about everything, the footy and the golf and everything else, everything bar what we should talk to them about.
Yes.
With about half a minute to go, we say, "Oh, we need a prostate check," or "Can you check my blood pressure?" So
yeah, that's right.
I actually learned years ago to take a shopping list with me and write down all the things I need to have done. And as you go in there, he's straight up front there. So.
Yeah, that's right. When we go beyond closed doors with our doctor, we sort of talk about all sorts of things, evading the subject at times, don't we?
We steer clear of it.
Yeah. But anyway, this men's breakfast and men's health intentions on the July the 7th, was it?
July the 12th, so Saturday morning, July the 12th, about 7 o'clock. So
I had it in my diary from making a note of it, and I'll be there.
Yeah,
and I'll enjoy to be part of it.
Well, you better be there. You're the keynote speaker. So.
Don't tell too many. They might make them stay away. But Owen, you were the pastor at the Wynyard Baptist Church, and you've been here just recently. You're a great addition to the community. I feel the way you're related to the men at the event. You must, in your background, you must have had, you must have mixed with a lot of people and things like that. What's your working life consisted of, Owen?
Well, I'm a 5th generation sawmiller, so that's how we sort of started. Our family were involved in the timber industry, and my great-great-grandfather supplied the timber for the original Hillville Bridge.
Really?
And they were big pieces of timber way back in those days, cut in the pit saws and the cross cut and axes and all that sort of thing. And
hard work.
Oh my word, it was. And we've stayed in the timber industry up until recently. We still have family that are involved in the Derwent Valley in the timber industry still, which is great. But it's certainly copped a bit of a hiding over the years, and for me personally, it's sad to see the way that it's gone. But we'd like to think that it can pick up again, and it can be a vibrant industry that certainly supports communities and the income back into communities. That's a huge part of it, of course. But as life went on, we got involved in building and excavating and all sorts of things, and our business grew, and But unfortunately, as time went on, our business failed, and as a result of that, we found ourselves looking for employment, which was a different stage of life and what have you. But on top of all that, we were actually invited to have my name put forward to become the next pastor at Wynyard Baptist, and so we certainly prayed about that, and we considered that. And as it turns out, we felt that God has called us to Wynyard and to be involved in the work here and living in Wynyard, and so Dawn and I moved up, and we're very happy to be here, and we consider and regard Wynyard now as our home.
Do you?
Been to Hobart a couple of times over the last few weeks, but it's nice to travel back home again, and so that's really good. But the church is a great church, and wonderful people involved in it.
Big following of Baptist Church.
Yeah, and we feel very, very blessed to be involved with the Baptist churches here in Wynyard, and we want to see that church grow, and we want to see more people being impacted by what happens in the church. We know that there are so many issues and dramas in life, and
Isn't there ever?
and so we need to be able to help them through some of those issues as they come across them.
Yeah, and you need the right people to relate to those people that need the assistance, don't you? Or you need to have the eyes to see that and the approachability of to those people, and make them feel comfortable. Yeah, well, look, it's great, and you reside over at Fossil Bluff. We call that the Highton of our city, don't we, Corey? The Highton or the
Paris End of
Paris
Wynyard.
End of Wynyard.
The Paris End, well, that's nice to know. I'm not sure how we'll fit into that, but
Yeah, but it's a lovely spot over
no,
there.
it's a great spot, and we've got some great neighbours and great people around there. But the community of Wynyard are it really is about the people, and for my wife and I, we have a heart for people, and that's why we feel that so at home here. As we've got around and we've met folk, they've certainly made us feel very, very much at home, and we feel blessed to be here.
That's good. Yes, that's so good. Look, and before we close, Owen, I'd just like to remind any viewers that are looking at our Mayor's Message YouTube video that the 12th of July and the venue
At the yacht club.
Still at the yacht club.
The yacht club, yeah.
Men's breakfast, eggs and bacon, good yarns, lovely drinks, orange juice, beverages. Just a great morning to get with the local men of our community. Owen, I'd like to thank you very much for coming on board with me today for our Mayor's Message. I much appreciate it, and just great opportunity to welcome you to our community.
Thanks so much.
Thanks very much.
Pleasure. Bye.